everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Dish. I'm Candace Cooper, and I am here on our first 110-degree day in Arizona. I have my water with ice, and I'm really trying to stay hydrated, you guys. Holy shit. I went for my walk at like early this morning. And then when I left to go to my studio, it hit me like a ton of bricks, okay? It is so hot. And like our car batteries only last 2 years here. So we're all always just like a nervous wreck when we start our cars. Is it gonna actually start? I always leave myself a little buffer in the summer here because if there have been times when I walked out to my car, because I've been here 4 years now, replaced my battery twice since I've been here, walked out to my car, had a full day of clients, go to start my car, nothing. I think it like wouldn't even open the door either. Had to call an Uber, Ubered to my studio, Ubered home. What a pain in the ass, because it ate up like $60 of my, income for the day that time. So I'm always trying to get ahead of it. Got the black lung pop. What's going on, everyone? Okay, so I redid a lot of, well, not that side, but this side. I redid a lot of the art in my apartment over the last few days. I've been wanting to do it now. It's been on my to-do list for months and months and months and months. Here's how I organize my to-do list. I put studio, bedroom, kitchen, living room, deck, etc. And then I just go through and I write what I need to get. So for my bedroom still, I need a dresser and I need a bed frame with a headboard. I got my bed frame kind of like, I wouldn't say haphazardly. It's a great bed frame, but it's just a simple wooden base bed frame that I stubbed my toe on last week or 2 weeks ago. And I thought I broke my toe. But anyway, I have to get the bed frame. So the bed frame and the dresser. The curtain rod is coming tomorrow because I bought a curtain rod a year ago, never put it up, went to drill. I have a brand new fucking drill. Went to drill. The battery was dead. Charged it overnight. Still wouldn't work. So I have to go and get a new Black & Decker drill battery. So I'm going to hang the new curtain rod tomorrow when it comes. The curtains elevate this place. Like, I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. You know when things are just like so easy, you just like don't think to do them immediately? This was one of them. So I hung everything in the living room. I repotted the fiddle leaf so it seems to be more stable. I got the special fertilizer food. I fertilized all the plants today. And then, of course, so it's just too hot for the plants on the deck. I brought them in to water them and prune them. And I turn around and I'm like, why is my plant, where's the plant? I go in the other room. Iggy has the plant. He's eating the plant, eating the dirt. So I had to throw that plant away. It was a gift from my friend Brit. I'm so annoyed, but I fertilized the plants. So the house stuff is coming together. I am a Gemini rising. I have a lot of Gemini. Well, do I have a lot of Gemini in my chart? I have Gemini in my first and second house. And then where else? I think that's it. Oh my. Wait, I love to see the held messages. Let's see. People are just so wild. Oh, it's just spam. Anyway, took care of all of that. Car, it was so hot out today. I took my car. I usually get my car washed twice a week this week because it was just too hot. So I figured, let me cool it down a little bit. And hopefully, I don't know. What is it going to really do? I don't know what it's really going to do. But yeah. You love my nose ring? Thank you so much. So, all right. There's a few funny things that I want to say. Vanderpump Rules, when Lala Kent called Kristen Doute's boyfriend, Luke, Honey Bear from Honey Boo Boo, deceased, okay? So fucking funny. Then I was watching Daily Dose today. Donna Bowling, she's funny. She was talking about, like, I thought I was the only one talking about Summer House. I thought I was the only one who noticed how freakishly skinny Carl is. Like, a week ago, I did a screenshot of what Carl used to look like to what Carl looks like now. And I don't know. It's like even his eyes look different. Like, it doesn't even look like the same person. People are wild today. Oh my goodness. I think it's just like, I feel like it's like kids like come on here and it's like, don't you have school? All right, but I do want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about friendship, frenemies, how to identify them. I feel like any red flags when it comes to friends, okay? Looking back at my friendship history, anytime somebody has tried to be like my best friend immediately, I don't know what it is, but I don't believe in best friends. I just have never had one and just like, I don't believe in them. And from what I can tell, people usually just say that they have a best friend because they want to say that they have a best friend. When in reality, like, is that person really your best friend? I don't know. But like a big red flag for me is if they like come at you super like hot. I had this one girl that I went to middle school with, and she like contacted me later in life and she was like, I wrote in my journal. You wrote in your journal? Stop it. It's fucking stalker. I wrote in my journal that I needed to like reconnect with you. Anyway, that ended up turning into like she was a love bomber from a friend standpoint, right? I remember just like getting like so many text messages from her all day, every day, nonstop, until she broke up with the guy that she was dating and then met a new guy. So I was like, it just like all made so much sense to me. Let's break it down. I went to Catholic school when I was little, then I switched to public school, and then I went to public high school. And it was a very small school in New Jersey. I graduated with like 99 people. There was a clique of girls, obviously, and I would say 8th grade, I was on like the outskirts of the in crowd of that friend group. I was like barely hanging on to a membership to their club. And she was like, kind of, like she wasn't popular, she wasn't unpopular. I think she hung out with more like the nerdy kids. She's more nerdy. She was more nerdy when we were kids. Just like plain Jane, nothing special. She wasn't part of the popular crowd. She wasn't part of the unpopular crowd. And I was on the very, very fringe of the popular crowd for like a hot minute, not a long time, a minute. And her and I were friends for like a little bit in middle school. Very, very brief. I ended up torching my friendship with anyone on the in crowd. 8th grade came and I was like, oh my God, the writing on the wall. Like, I don't want to kiss any of these people's asses to like fit in. I went my own way. Now, will I say it was easy to do that? No. It made me like enemy number 1 in my high school because I was kind of just like doing my own thing. I was a little lone wolf, just wolfing around. She ends up dating a guy that we all went to school with. She was really good friends with him in high school. He was part of that in crowd. And all of his best friends were like the cool kids in school. Now, we're like in our 30s at this point. She's dating him and living with his best friend and his best friend's girlfriend, who happened to kind of like be one of like my arch nemesis in high school. Now, the girl, who was kind of like a nerd, initially is friends with like the popular girl. But I think she quickly realized that the popular girl like didn't like her very much because nerdy chick is a nerdy chick. And also nerdy chick wasn't going to blend into those kids either. Now, what I think happened was nerdy chick was thinking, how could I get under? Because as I got to know this girl, I realized, wow, she's got an agenda. So she was like, how could I piss off the popular girl? I'll befriend Candace. And Candace is like hated by these people epically. And so her and I, I fell for it. I did. Lesson learned, though. Anytime anybody will ever come at me in the way that she came at me, which was like, I wrote in my journal about you. I want to start a company with you. Like, you're just like so amazing. I just like copied everything that I wore. Anytime I went to Urban Outfitters, got the same fucking thing that I got. So I started fucking with her at the end of our friendship. I started like getting everything she got. I was like, yeah, you don't like it. You don't like how it feels, do you? It's fucking weird. And then we went our own ways. So if we're talking about like how to identify a frenemy, an enemy, a monitoring spirit, it's somebody who comes at you like hard, fast, quick, hot, disorienting, millions of text messages, text. Oh my God, like I want to start a company with you. Oh my God, like I think like you and I should start a YouTube channel. Like, no, we're taking 25 steps backwards, okay? Like, no, I want to get to know you over 5 years. And then if we're really good friends, we could go on to that. But yeah, it's just, and even in relationships, anytime I've been like bamboozled, it's been when somebody has like come at me hot and fast. And it's like a very disorienting thing to happen. We look at the Dirty Johns, we look at these guys like on these dating sites and how they just come at these women and it confuses them. If you have a new friend, start slow. Take it slow. Get to know each other. Do different activities. Don't start a YouTube channel together immediately. Don't open a business together, because when you open a business with somebody, that means that you have to start if it goes somewhere, a bank account together, and you have to get an EIN tax number together, like all of these things. It's like a divorce. It's like a divorce. And I think what really brought this up for me was the whole Vanderpump Rules thing. How Sheena and Lala are treating Ariana. I don't like Ariana. I think she is fucking boring and a stick in the mud. But she's on a hot streak right now. Sheena is married with a child, owns a home, has a podcast, all of this stuff. And still, she was fucking jealous of Ariana. Sheena, be happy for her. Your time will eventually come. If you're meant to be on Dancing with the Stars, it will happen for you. And Lala just has had trash energy from the beginning. She used to be very pretty, and now as time has gone on, she is turning into fucking Cruella DeVille. The plastic surgery, here's my theory, okay? When I look at pictures of Hillary Clinton when she was little, I was like, oh my God, she was so cute. Then you look at pictures of her now, and I'm like, oh my God, the internal has officially reflected externally. Like, you look like on the outside what you look like on the inside. When I think of Drew Barrymore, she's adorable. We could go deep state. I know she probably is, but she's an adorable person. And she's grown up to be consistently adorable. You could just see, like, even if she has, like, I would hate to think that, like, if we really want to talk conspiracy theory, her being at Britney Spears' wedding to Sam Lufty, Paris Hilton being there, I think all of that allegedly didn't seem real to me. So I'm just saying, how you are on the inside reflects how you are on the outside, and Lala Kent is looking to me like fucking Cruella DeVille. And it's so weird to me also that Lala has basically the same exact face as Amber Childers, Randall's first wife. I was like, holy shit. He literally took Amber and traded her in for a new version with Lala when Lala was like 23. So gross. So gross. But yeah, that's like the frenemy thing. They come at you so, like, they buy everything that you have. They do everything that you have. If you start a YouTube channel, they start a YouTube channel. If you do this, they do this. It's like, get your own identity. It's so creepy to me. So creepy. I do also really want to talk about my queen, Bethany Frankel. Like, I was thinking about it the other day. What must it feel like for her to be so influential on her own terms? Like she grew up in chaos, in neglect, in turmoil. And I'm sure her 7-year-old self, like, dreamt of success. But I was like, oh my God, what must that feel like to have that story arc of coming from the low, going to the high, and she really is, love her or hate her, she's like a force to be reckoned with. Like, I have learned so much from her on so many different levels, business, personal, media training, just she's something really special. And like I said, love her or hate her, that's got to feel so amazing to come from those uber humble beginnings and then shoot to stardom and then maintain it. Like, it wasn't just a flash in the pan. She didn't just get that Beam deal and float off into the sunset, even though there have been times when I'm like, Bethany, all your money, girl, just go away. Now I'm really happy. I take that back. Now I'm really happy she hasn't gone away, because I find myself looking forward to and being so excited to listen to her Just Be rants. She used to annoy me so much. For like a few years, she was kind of annoying. And now, it's like her authenticity, her vulnerability. It's like, I could never imagine going through a divorce on camera, childbirth on camera, dealing with just all of that on camera. I couldn't imagine it. And to be that raw, that authentic, that vulnerable, and honest, I mean, that's got to be a lesson to us all. To really just like, even if we're going to piss people off, to be our raw, authentic selves, and I mean, keep putting it out there, and eventually it'll fucking stick with the right people. I'm, of course, rewatching seasons 1 through 4 of Roni, and just listening to her talk when she was still kind of in that nebulous period of no success, she knew she was going to be successful. She had unwavering faith in herself. And for her to come from what she came from, I probably feel like there's so much more to her stories than even like what she's telling us, and she's bearing it all. But I'm sure that there's so much more trauma that she doesn't like even touch on with us, which is fine. But what an absolute inspiration. I just want to see her get the love. I want to see her raise her grandchildren with her daughter, Bryn. I want to see her really have it all. She's got something special. It's really amazing. I'm so impressed with her. I really am. So, Bethany, if you're watching, I love you. You inspire me every day, Bethany. You inspire me every day. All right, what else is going on? I don't want to make this episode too long, but they picked up cameras again with the Valley. So right after cameras, wrapped, martini shot, Brittany left Jax, Jesse and Michelle broke up. And look, Jesse is such a tool. I could see why Michelle doesn't like him. It's like he's so put on. He's so smarmy, right? He's so LA actor, now real estate agent. He's a cliche. She can't hold back her repulsion from him. You could just see it in her face. And Brittany, we all know Jax just tweeted last night at like 4 o'clock in the morning, asked Brittany who she's been sleeping with the last 4 months. Then he immediately posts a picture on his Twitter, and it's Cruz, but Brittany's sleeping in the background. So he's really outing Brittany. Look, they've been together for 10 years. Of course there's going to be overlap. Of course there's going to be still sleeping with each other. Like, after I got divorced, or I was like separated, I didn't sleep with anybody for those 8 months that we were separated. He slept with a lot of people. And then it took me another 7-8 months after we separated the second time for me to like break my seal. It might have been like 8-9 months. It was a long time. So it was like 2.5 years. And I would just, like want to be with my ex-husband. So you don't want to be like sleeping around with a bunch of other people. You tend, especially with sex, especially if you've been with someone for 10 years, you go back to that person. you're like, I'm not ready for any new strange yet. Because it is strange. I don't want to say celibate, but I've been taking a break. It's been 8 months now. And I am like at the point in my life where I'm grossed out by thinking about having sex with a new person. Like makes me want to vom. Unless that person and I are going to be in a long-term monogamous relationship for the rest of our lives. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get married again, but like, yeah, I don't want anyone's plug in my socket. Gross. Ew. And I do want to say, so I guess there's somebody who's using my picture to like catfish people, but a few years ago, I think it was like 4 years ago, someone sent like my whole family emails about me. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so flattered. But it must be somebody I know because my friend lists are private. So I'm going to bo-deedle this and we'll see what bo-deedle comes up with. But yeah, I was like, oh my God. And thinking of like Dina Manzo and Caroline Manzo, people are like, why don't you talk to your sister? Why don't you talk to your family? Because I am Dina Manzo and they are Caroline Manzo. Like my family would take an abuser's side over mine. Like Caroline Manzo wrote a letter defending the man who attacked her biological sister. Because he is, and anyone who like, oh, we're thick as thieves. Oh, my family and I were like the mafia. Okay, well, the mafia turns around. Oh, buddy, shoots you in the fucking head. So good. You go be the fucking mafia. Have fun with that. But now I have another imposter sending out emails saying that like someone's using my picture to catfish. I mean, well, then you're a fucking dummy. Well, I'm sorry that you're a big dum-dum. Figure it out. But I definitely know it's somebody who is who's friends with me on Facebook because my friends list is private on Facebook. So I think it's so funny. Give people enough rope and they end up hanging themselves. It's amazing. I love it. I love it. All right, let's see. Do we have... Oh my goodness, we have a lot here. Wow, people are wild here. Wow. Oh, my stomach. I feel fine about it. Okay, so I'm so excited to have haters. Because like, of course I love praise, but you know that you're making waves when people, like literally people are on here just like insulting me. That is the real compliment. Oh my God, when people are insulting you, you're on the fucking right track. All right, it's 30 minutes. I have to go. I have so much stuff to do. I love you all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what videos you love to see. I love making them. I love being here. I love all of your mean comments. I love all of your nice comments. But yeah, we'll see you tomorrow for another Daily Dish. Ciao, baby.